Hi, it's Chris here, and really excited to share Read and Write with you. It's a Chrome extension that anyone with Loyola Learning accounts can sign in with. So what you're going to do is you're going to go to the Google Chrome Store, just Google Chrome Store, and we're going to search for an extension called Read and Write. You'll see it under extensions here, and we're just going to add that to Chrome. Say add extension. It might pop up and say, can I access your Google everything? And if it does, that's fine. There. And now when I go back over to my Google document, if I refresh, this Google Chrome Read and Write extension is going to show up for me. It's going to look like a little puzzle piece. There it is. Okay. And so if I click on it, I can hide it or I can bring it back down again. It gives me all kinds of stuff. So I can do a few things, like I can have it read for me. So if I press play.
Read and Write is a Chrome extension available now to anyone with Loyola Learning Google accounts.
So I found out, wait a minute, that didn't sound right because I made a typo in here, so I can go back in and try and fix that. So that's one thing we can do. I can stop my reading if I want to. And I can also go back and change in my settings the sound of the voice, the speed of the voice, etc. Okay, and then I can read it back again.
Here is a quick tutorial on this, and then I'll also show you where.
Okay, so reading's quite nice. And then we can also do a few other things here. We can voice type. So I don't want to type all the time. So instead of typing, I can voice type. So I click on the speech input and a microphone's going to show up, and whatever I say goes in there. And you'll notice I'm going to say things like new line to get to a new line after a punctuation mark, or I might say new paragraph to get to a new paragraph. Let's look. So here I am voice typing now, and whatever I say you can see coming across on the screen right in real time. Period, new line. It jumps into a new spot for me if I want to. Question mark, exclamation point, new paragraph. You see it jumped right down for me, and whatever I say keeps on typing, and then I can always go back and have it read it back to me as proofreading. When I'm done, I'm going to press the microphone again, and it'll stop typing for me, period. So it's pretty easy, and it just types right through. You can see that there's some possible spelling grammar mistakes in here with the underline, so to watch out for that, and it gives you some suggestions if you want, and they're not always right, but you can read them back. Okay, I can use a dictionary. So dictionaries are quite nice. If I click on a word, I've got a few different options. Here's a dictionary, and so it says, I clicked on the word dictionary as a noun. It's a book that gives a word meaning. Okay, so that's nice. Or I've got a picture dictionary, which at the same time then shows up here, and it gives me the words. So as I click on different words for typing, it gives me the dictionary for typing and also the picture dictionary. So that works really well. I'm just going to close those for a minute, and I'm going to close my speech input. I can use the dictionary and the picture dictionary. I can do predictive typing. Predictive typing tries to guess what you want to say. So as I hit prediction, and you can list it to say 10 or 20 words, whatever, as I start to write down I'm like, oh wait, I think that's the right word. If I hover over the word, it's going to read it to me.
This, there.
Oh, that's the word I was looking for. And then it starts predicting for me. Was, and is that the right word?
Was.
Let me read it for you. Yeah. Okay. Was.
A.
You know, I can just start
little.
Predicting that way.
More.
Or whatever. So I can undo the prediction if I want to. I can say, you know what, I think I want to do a little bit of research. So what if I type the word Loyola? And I clicked on that and I said, I'm wondering about Fact Finder, and it'll start predicting things in Loyola. Oh, look, Loyola School of Adult Continuing Education comes up right away. If I click on that,
one of
I'm
our
going to go straight to the Kingston site. And in here, I could start taking stuff from here. Wait a minute, that's something I want to use later on. So I can actually, you'll see Read and Write shows up here, and it's in any web browser, anywhere you are in Chrome, Read and Write's still available to you. So if I go ahead and I highlight something, oops, I could use a blue highlighter for facts. I could use a yellow highlighter for something else. And as I do that, then I can take whatever I want and I can gather them together into a new Google document. So it brings it all together. It says collect highlights into a new Google document. And I'm just a little off screen. And I can say collect the highlights, yes. And when I collect those highlights, it's going to open into a new Google document for me right away. And you'll see all the highlighted stuff is here, and it says that's the website. So I can actually right click on that and it takes me to the website, and it actually collects who collected it because it knows that I was logged in as myself. And then I can go back down in here and type my things and use my references and whatever else. So that's pretty nice. I'm going to jump back and I can use another few things like the translator. So I've got mine set to French. So if I click on dictionary and I say translate, it'll give it to me in French. Okay. And any word I want, I can go ahead and translate. Okay. We can voice type in different languages if we want to, and it brings it across. It can translate the entire document for us. You can add in notes as a teacher, as a student. You can put in little comment notes. So if I want to put in a little voice note on the side, I can click on a voice note and it'll record a voice note on the side for me to look at later on. And if I insert it, you'll see there's a little voice note. It'll show up on the right hand side and just says there's a voice note here, and I can play it and comment back and forth that way. So there's lots of different things. That's just a few of the tools, and if you have any questions, give me a shout. I almost forgot, how cool is this? So you're on a web page for this is Kingston Week Standard, and see all the stuff around the outside, and I really just care about the article. While read and write, I can go ahead and say simplify this page, and it brings it down into just the article in here, and you can actually take away some stuff and make it even more simple. If you hit the minus, it starts taking some of the paragraphs out of there to get the main ideas. I don't know how it does it, but it does, and it simplifies the page. So at least it starts with saying, okay, just go for the text part here rather than seeing all this distracting stuff around the outside. So that's a really neat feature too.